Folks, I saw a little snippet on Twitter recently from a press conference that Donald Trump did just the other day, and it showed something very interesting. It showed what I think might be the closest thing we're going to get to a concession, at least for right now, from the president, which is fantastic, of course, because White House insiders have suggested multiple times that Donald Trump, he's very sad, he's depressed, he knows he's fucked, they know. But what I want to see the suffering. That's the important distinction there. It's not enough for me to know that he's suffering. I want to watch it so I can clip it and I can have it on a little tablet permanently playing, plugged into an outlet that I will frame on my wall, his suffering. Anyway, we go now to C-SPAN.
Most part, it tends to be a nonpartisan bill.
Shut up. There he comes, the Donster. Really, auto 576p, huh? That's what we're going for this video?
Thank you
C-SPAN,
very much.
we couldn't get 1080p? Really, C-SPAN, we couldn't get 1080p for C-SPAN. Is that, okay, sure, okay. He does look very sad. Also, yeah, his hair is white. What is up with that? You see that? Look, his hair is like platinum blonde white.
It's beautiful out here this time of year.
True.
In the past 9 months, my administration has initiated the...
Oh yeah, this is a press briefing on the coronavirus, by the way. Wait, hold on. Coronavirus cases per day. Give me that. Inject it straight into my veins. Give me that. Give me that chart. Oh yeah. Now that's a third wave. Look at that. That's a third fucking wave, baby. We're all gonna die. Look at that. That is incredible. Every wave seems to double the size of the last one. Remember when we were back in April and it was like, oh God, 30,000 cases a day. Whoa. And then we were like, oh God, 70,000 cases a day. Whoa. Yeah. November 13th, 170,000 new cases. 170,000 new cases. This is the red wave we were told about, people. So basically, this country is fucking ruined. We've done worse than essentially any other country on Earth. And this is despicable. And this is a death cult. And we're all going to die. And by we all, of course, I mean you people. I work from indoors. And I Instacart my groceries now. Because I'm not going outside. So, yeah, good luck with all that. Unless they got me too early. Oh, God. Bring it in, Trump.
Single greatest mobilization in U.S. history, pioneering, developing, and manufacturing therapies and vaccines in record time. Numbers like nobody's seen before. No medical breakthrough of this scope and magnitude has ever been achieved this rapidly, this quickly, and we're very proud of it, and I had tremendous help from the military, generals, admirals, and many of the great people at the White House. Operation Warp Speed is unequaled and unrivaled anywhere in the world, and leaders of other countries have called me to congratulate us on what we've been able to do. And
not the first time I've said this, but I do appreciate the fact that literally every Trump speech is like 80% him jerking off, Every single time. And we did this thing nobody thought it could be done. We did it better than anyone else ever before. We did it so good. People were calling me. I was getting visions in my dreams of past presidents. Abraham Lincoln, he came to me and he said, Don, you really knocked it out of the park with this one. You did great with the blacks. You did phenomenal with the blacks. And now you've done great with this one. Like, oh, what's up? Not that. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. We have warm honey to help. I just hate eating honey. Like on its own. Take it away.
We've helped many countries with their ventilators and all of the problems they were having, and I'd like to congratulate everyone involved in this effort. It's been an incredible effort. As a result of Operation Warp Speed, Pfizer announced on Monday that its China virus vaccine is more than 90%.
China virus vaccine. Oh, by the way, you know what's fun? This Pfizer vaccine, the Trump administration had nothing to do with it. Trump immediately tried to take credit for it, and the company said that they had nothing to do with it. America didn't invest in the development. They didn't assist. They did nothing. It's Germany. Germany did it. And by the way, if I remember correctly, the two scientists most responsible for developing it were a Muslim German-Turkish power couple. Muslims.
Percent effective. This far exceeds any and all expectations. Nobody thought they'd get to that level. And we have others coming which we think will be at equal level, maybe more if that's possible. In July, my administration reached an agreement with Pfizer to provide $1.95 billion to support the mass manufacturing and distribution of 100 million doses, with the option to purchase a total of 600 million doses shortly thereafter. Our investment will make it possible for the vaccine to be provided by Pfizer free of charge.
So again, he's taking credit for something that he hasn't actually done yet. What he essentially said is that he promised Pfizer that if they make the vaccine, he would buy it off of them. That's it. Hold on. Vosh, it's true that he didn't have anything to do with researching it, but the U.S. did guarantee buying $2 billion worth of this vaccine, which some people think did positively influence Pfizer's ability to make the vaccine, though some disagree. In my personal opinion, considering the fact that a COVID vaccine is literally the most wanted thing on the world right now, I don't think the U.S. promising to buy it when it comes out was like the push that these researchers needed. You know what I mean? I don't think he has any room whatsoever to take credit for any of this.
Pfizer said it wasn't part of Warp Speed, but that turned out to be a unfortunate misrepresentation.
It did not. They corrected you.
That's why we gave them the $1.95 billion.
The $1.95 quadrillion that we promised. That's million billion is a quadrillion, right? Yeah, $1 billion.
And it was an unfortunate mistake that they made when they said that. We will work to secure an emergency use authorization.
He sounds like a fucking mafia don, dude. Jesus Christ. He's like, and when Pfizer said that they didn't rely on our help, it was very unfortunate, people. What they said was very unfortunate mistake of theirs. You know, I feel like what the fuck they're suggesting.
Which should be coming down extremely soon, and my administration will then coordinate the distribution of the vaccine, and it will be approved. I think, again, it will be approved very, very quickly, we hope. The average development timeline for the vaccine, including clinical tests and manufacturing, can take 8 to 12 years. Through Operation Warp Speed, we're doing it in less than 1 year. If you had a different administration with different people, what we've done would have taken, in my opinion, 3, 4, 5 years, and it would have been in the FDA forever.
If Hillary Clinton had won, they would have come out with the vaccine, and Hillary Clinton would have said, no, you need to test it again, and then test it again, and Hillary Clinton would have never let it even enter the United States. Only I would have let this German company give us the vaccine. Jesus. Would you trust a rushed vaccine? I will trust any vaccine that meets the standards of quality set by the FDA. Yeah, 100%. Some vaccines take longer, and some vaccines take less time. Or the World Health Organization. Yeah, as long as the experts jump on this, then yeah. What people were saying was that they don't want to trust a vaccine that just got rushed out by Trump that didn't have any of those like legitimizing affirmation.
This is 5 times faster than the fastest prior vaccine development in history. 5 times faster. Say it again, 5 times faster. Nobody can believe it, actually.
Say it again. No one can believe it. He's such a fucking clown, dude. Jesus Christ. I can't believe people find behavior like this impressive, you know? When I say 5 times, you say faster. 5 times. The crowd, they didn't hear me. It was a very unfortunate mistake that they made. They didn't hear me. We'll get that settled soon.
3 other vaccines are also in the final stages of trial. They'll arrive within a few weeks. and they will also be mass-produced, and the delivery will be very rapid. We're ready to go. The vaccine will be distributed to...
Man, he really does look like shit, though. Listen to him like, okay, the vaccine will be... He's, like, checked out, dude. He has mentally conceded, I will say that much.
Frontline workers, the elderly, and high-risk Americans immediately. It will be a matter of weeks. Get out very, very much ahead of schedule. Any schedule that I said we're going to be far ahead of that.
What?
We know that this virus primarily targets older populations and those with underlying health conditions, while over 99.98% of those under the age of 50 make a full and quick recovery.
This is,
by
of
giving
course, a factual lie. Many people who are younger after getting COVID, even if they survive, have long-lasting consequences to their health. So, yeah, this is just a factual lie. The consequences of COVID-19 are not exclusively expressed in their death toll.
Vaccine to high-risk individuals right away will dramatically reduce hospitalizations and deaths. Case levels are high, but a lot of the case levels are high.
You know what I think is really funny? Remember back like fucking 12 years ago when the big talking point from the Republicans was the death panels? Remember that shit? It was like, with government-run healthcare, a collection of unelected bureaucrats they're going to determine who lives and who dies. And now, like, the Republicans are like, it's like 250,000 grandmas. Like, whatever. They were old. They were going to die anyway. We literally have death panels right now, and the panelists all said that just everyone dies, you know? That's our death panel. The death panel has taken out for lunch, and the default ruling when they're not there is death.
Because of the fact that we have the best testing program anywhere in the world. We've developed the most and the best tests. And we test far more than any other country, so it shows, obviously, more cases. By vaccinating the elderly and the high risk, we will effectively end this phase of the pandemic and allow seniors to reclaim their golden years, the golden years of their lives, which is so incredible. And it's about time that they can have those golden years. Again, this process is starting right away. Millions of doses will soon be going out the door. They're all ready, waiting for that final approval. As soon as April, the vaccine will be available to the entire general population, with the exception of places like New York State, where, for political reasons, the governor decided to say, and
what?
I don't think it's good politically. I think it's very bad from a health standpoint, but he wants to take his time on the vaccine. He doesn't trust where the vaccine's coming from. These are coming from the...
No, he said that he would accept the vaccine if it was approved by health officials, just not if it was rushed out by the Trump administration.
Greatest companies anywhere in the world, greatest labs in the world. But he doesn't trust the fact that it's this White House, this administration. So we won't be delivering it to New York until we have authorization to do so. And that pains me to say that.
What the fuck is he talking about? What a fucking child, dude. Wait, let me try to think of the best, like, schoolyard equivalent of this. He's so fucking petty. Okay? He's like, oh my fucking god, dude. It's like Trump's like a 6-year-old in elementary school who brings the ball to school with him to play during recess, and last time they all played, he cheated, like he fucking picked it up with his hands to run over to the goal, and he got called out by fucking Cuomo or whatever, and now it's the next day, and Trump comes to the ball, and he's like, well, I brought my ball, and I'm okay with having this ball, and we could all play, but I just want to make sure that everything's okay with little Cuomo over there. Want to make sure that he's okay with the way the game works. And, well, I don't know if we can play. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he can't play until he understands how the game works. Like, this is so insanely bratty, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
This is a very successful, amazing vaccine at 90% and more. But so the Governor Cuomo, will have to let us know when he's ready for it. Otherwise, we can't be delivering it to a state that won't
He's still going.
Giving it to its people immediately. And I know the people of New York very well. I know they want it. So the governor will let us know when he's ready. He's had some very bad editorials.
Still going.
recently about this statement and what's happening.
Can you imagine? Like, just imagine this being explained to you. Oh, it's the President of the United States describing policy for distributing vaccines in the midst of the worst pandemic in over a century. And he dedicated 90 seconds of it to saying that he can't give it to New York until the governor especially asks him.
Happened with respect to nursing homes and his handling of nursing homes, and I hope he doesn't handle this as badly as he's handled the nursing homes.
Still
but
going.
We're ready to provide it as soon as they let us know that they'll actually use it.
Still going.
And again, it's a very safe and a great vaccine. Already we have among the lowest case fatality rates our country anywhere in the world, the entire
And so many cases.
world.
It's not true.
And we performed significantly better than our peer countries.
That is objectively not true. No. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That is so not true.
As far as therapeutics are concerned, my administration's also made critical investments in therapies that have helped reduce the mortality rate by 85%. That's, to me, one of the most exciting things. It's incredible, some of the antibody vaccines and others that have come out and have really helped people. 85%. Last month, the FDA approved remdesivir, and we've secured enough remdesivir to treat 850,000 patients. My administration finalized an agreement with Eli Lilly to purchase the first doses of their antibody therapy, which shows amazing results. This treatment will be available completely free of cost to patients. 5,000 units have already been shipped, and many more are going out the door as we speak. We've also reached an agreement with AstraZeneca for the large-scale manufacturing of their antibody treatment, which is excellent. We expect to issue emergency use authorizations for a number of additional treatments in the near future. Tremendous promise. But remember the 85% number. That's an incredible number. But we have some tremendously promising drugs online and ready to come out.
Like copium.
We have ensured that our frontline workers have all the tools they need. My administration's invoked the Defense Production Act and related authorities over 100 times and have made a historic investment into our industrial base. All states that requested PPE from the federal government have received the PPE.
I haven't investigated that claim. Are we still experiencing PPE shortages? I imagine we are selectively. We're probably in a better place than we were earlier in the year, right? It's probably better now than it used to be.
Almost immediately upon request, every American who needed a ventilator has had access to a ventilator.
That is probably not true.
Very complicated piece of equipment, very expensive. And we haven't had one person in this whole country that has requested or needed a ventilator that hasn't had it.
I sincerely doubt that is true. Every single person who has needed a ventilator has gotten it. So there's been no cases whatsoever of people that this is objectively not the case. I don't know. Maybe he means since the beginning of the day. Like he could be within the past 5 minutes. I don't know what time frame we're talking about.
Every single request has been immediately filled. So that was something that was a great.
Here we go. U.S. faces another shortage of PPE, including masks, as virus surges. Wow. Amazing. Levels of PPE in many healthcare facilities are well below what regulators recommend. On Wednesday, the U.S. for the first time recorded more than 100,000 new cases of coronavirus a day. Oh, that's cute. This is back when the top number of cases was 100 and, it was like 100,000 rather than what it is now, which is like 170,000. That's cool. U.S. leads the world number of coronavirus deaths. Very, very nice. Now we're up to about 250,000. Doing good. Yeah, I don't know, people.
Job, and now we're helping the rest of the world with ventilators because it's a very hard thing. We're producing them thousands of ventilators a month. The federal government has 22,000 beds immediately available for states and jurisdictions that need additional capacity, but we think that it's going to start going down, possibly very quickly. We'll see what happens, but with the vaccine, you'll see numbers going down within a matter of months, and it'll go down very rapidly. As we continue to combat the virus, our economy...
I'll never get tired of saying it, but God, he sounds so fucking stupid anytime he says anything. Every time he tries to make a point, he just gestures with word. Like, his vocabulary is so limited. He just gestures. It's very good. We're looking at it. It looks good. It's going to be very goodly. Like, every time he tries to explain anything, he just comes off sounding like a sixth grader.
Economy is rebounding far beyond any expectations. I see the stock market's up almost 400 points today again, and it's ready to break the all-time record. Our jobs records are incredible. The job numbers are incredible.
Wait, what do you mean ready to break the all-time record? Hold on. Where are we at with the Dow? We haven't caught up. Oh, we're getting there. Okay, no, we're getting there. It's incredible how disconnected the stock market is from actual human life. It's actually like almost pathological. Look at this. So the high is 29.5 for the Dow, and we're at we're at about 20. Yeah, we're caught up. We're at about 29.5. Yeah. That's crazy. When like so many Americans are desperate and suffering and can barely make their rent, Dow Jones just keeps going up. Yeah, it's a graph of rich people's feelings, basically. Again, this is not like an indicator of economic health by any measure.
In the last 6 months, we've created over 13 million jobs and slashed the unemployment rate by more than half.
Because there were so many jobs lost because of COVID-19. You can't brag about how good a job you're doing of fixing a problem you created.
Last quarter, we witnessed the fastest economic growth ever recorded in the history of our country, 33.1%. It's a number that is more than double our highest. That was in 1952, and we've more than doubled it. The United States experienced the smallest economic contraction and the most rapid economic recovery of any major Western nation. We went down less, and we went up more.
That is...
Which is quite a combination of facts.
Definitely not true.
While healthy Americans...
Quite a combination of facts. What an interesting juxtaposition of numbers, if you think about it.
Have gone back to work and to school. We continue to spare no expense to protect the elderly and the vulnerable. According to some estimates, a national lockdown costs $50 billion a day and hundreds of thousands of jobs every single day.
Dude, $50 billion a day is like nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, $50 billion a day? That is so manageable. So we could run 20 days of that and only spend $1 trillion? Like, all we have to do is a good lockdown once, you know? That really could be way, way, way worse. Yeah, money is fake. Do whatever you want to, okay? His hair is much whiter, right? Yeah, his hair is really, really off-tone. I don't know why.
Ideally, we won't go to a lockdown. I will not go. This administration will not be going to a lockdown. Hopefully, whatever happens in the future, who knows which administration it will be. I guess time will tell. But I can tell you this administration...
That's it! That's it! That's the closest thing we're getting to a concession.
Who knows will not be. Ideally, we won't go to a lockdown. I will not go. This administration will not be going to a lockdown. Hopefully, whatever...
He was about to say, hopefully, the next administration. He was absolutely about to say, hopefully, the next administration. He almost said it. And then he catches himself.
Whatever happens in the future, who knows which administration it will be. I guess time will tell.
And remembers that he's still posturing. And then he moves on. This proves it as far as I'm concerned. Trump knows he's fucked. He's just playing up the fucking hoax media shit. So he can get like a fucking momentum to get a private news network going as soon as he's done. Yeah, this is the closest thing that we've got. I know this doesn't sound like much, but this is unironically the closest thing that we've gotten to a concession yet. And even this press conference was the first time he'd spoken publicly in quite a while. He did this on the 13th of November. When was the last time he had made a public appearance before then? It had been a little while. Yeah, this is the closest that we're getting. We still have to deal with this motherfucker all the way through. Yeah, a week. That's a long-ass time, given the circumstances. We still have to deal with this guy until the 20th. I mean, we still have, like, 2 months. A little more than 2 months. 9 weeks with Trump. I'm interested in seeing how the rhetoric evolves over that time. But this motherfucker, was absolutely about to say the next administration. And even after he catches himself, he didn't say, when I'm still president, because I won. He didn't do that. He didn't bother with the posturing, which is interesting.